I get questioned about how to strengthen the pectoralis minor muscle. And it's not a question of strengthening it, it's a question of balancing it. Because on most people, the pectoralis minor muscle is very, very tight. What does the pectoralis muscle do? It's involved in push-ups, bench presses, and anything that has to do with pushing motions in front of your body. Now, since most of us work in front of our body, and a lot of you are doing push-ups and or bench presses or whatever, you're already strengthening that pectoralis muscle, but you're not balancing it. And again, when you're using a muscle and you're not stretching it out, it gets shorter. Shorter makes it weaker, even though it's used more, and it's much stronger than the muscles between your shoulder blade, which it's opposing. But you want to loosen the pectoralis minor muscle and then strengthen the muscles between your shoulder blades. They're called the rhomboids. Now, how do you do that? Well, to start out with, you want to also try and loosen these up. I showed you using a Theracane, or if you can get somebody to massage you, that's great. When you have your arm behind your back, that wings the shoulder blade out, so you can get in there a little bit more with a tool such as the Theracane, or if you can get someone else to massage right between your shoulder blades by having this the shoulder blade winged out. Now, some of you can't do this. If you can't do that, that's a muscle called the subscapularis muscle, which is one of your rotator cuffs it's probably the most frequently injured one because it's used in a throwing motion. So a lot of weekend ball players and even regular ball players, but more often weekend ball players have problems. It comes out here and it comes from underneath your shoulder blade. But anyway, talk about that another time. But if you can get those loosened up either by laying on tennis balls, using a Theracane, or having someone massage you, that's great. Then you want to strengthen these. You don't need to strengthen the pectoralis minor muscle. You're already doing that. Whether you're doing push-ups or whether you're just doing everyday life, you're strengthening these muscles. The muscles in the front want to make you turn into a ball. The pectoralis minor muscle, as you recall, goes from a little point right under the collarbone, which is actually a piece of your shoulder blade. So these muscles between have to fight it. So what you want to do is, for starters, just squeeze your shoulder blades together. Pretend that you can touch those two shoulder blades together. Now, I'm not moving my arms, I'm moving my shoulder blades. Now, unless you're a contortionist, you're not obviously not going to be able to touch your shoulder blades together. But that's the motion. And then another motion is try and get those shoulder blades down into your back pocket, which obviously you're not going to be able to do that either. So once you can do this very easily, and you can do this and hold, and how many you do depends on how strong you are in these muscles. You want to develop strength here. Once you can do that easily, lay on the floor. This is one technique. And lay on the floor and have your arms out and pull your shoulder blades together. And you can hold on to a soup can or something else that has weights or arm weights and push your shoulder, bring your shoulder blades together. That way you're using a little more force. Or if you're at a gym and they have these elastic straps, or if you have those at home that you can use with a door, and pull your shoulder blades together as you're doing the motion, it'll help really strengthen these guys to get rid of the imbalance that there is. And remember, you want to loosen these pectoralis minor muscles up. You're not going to make them weaker by loosening them. You're actually going to make them stronger because you're getting the pectoralis minor muscles not to be shortened anymore. When they're shortened, as you recall, they can pinch on the nerves or the blood supply or both that go into your hands.